Shortly after moving to Charlotte, we joined Myers Park Pres in 2007 after visiting a number of churches. Our first child was born in January 2008, and I quit my job as a public school teacher to stay home with our baby and began to increasingly find friendship and fellow moms here. Many of these mom friends came from the church by way of the weekday school, the wellness center, and circles for young moms. We had 2 more kids in 2010 and 2013, and at one point we were taking at least a dozen trips back and forth for weekday school, Wednesday night suppers, and Sunday morning worship. This place had really become a stronghold in our life and a place that we and our kids felt nurtured and safe. The church really cultivated a family for us in ways we couldn't fully appreciate until early 2020. Many of us remember Friday, March 13th, 2020, when it felt like the whole world shut down for what we would soon learn was a thing called the coronavirus. For our family, that screeching halt came a week earlier on Friday, March 6th, when I received a surprise breast cancer diagnosis. By the time we had enough information to inform our family and friends, we were all in quarantine. I sent a lengthy email to our family and some of our closest friends, explaining our news. As I read back through that first email recently, I was struck how the first thing I asked for of my friends was prayer. I was also grateful that I was able to include our pastors as people in my village. Everyone stepped up in a major way, resisting the urge to hug us, take our children, cook for us, and generally just be here to sit with us. Instead, we received phone calls to pray with us before surgeries and cards of support for us and for our kids. We came home from surgeries with notes of love and encouragement drawn in chalk in the driveway. We attended small group meetings and Bible studies virtually to help sustain our faith among seeds of doubt and uncertainty. We even enjoyed Christmas music in our front yard with our neighbors thanks to a performance by Cameron. The list goes on. Ultimately, through a series of surgeries from April through September, I was able to get the physical, emotional, and faith support I needed to start feeling like myself again. And we really began to appreciate the exponential returns our family had received from the investment we made in our church family over the years, with both our time and our resources.
Yeah, the COVID pandemic has presented challenges for all of us, immediate and long-term, both as individuals and for the church and its ministries. It's been a time of great uncertainty that has really emphasized our lack of control. One thing we can control is our investment in what we want Myers Park Presbyterian to look like on the other side of all this, through our re-engagement in worship and in ministry activities of the church as conditions allow, and through a commitment to the Cultivate Capital campaign. We don't exactly know what's next for the church, but we do know that God isn't done with the work of the church in the world. We've supported the annual fund since we joined the church, and we plan to continue to do that. But we also plan to support the Cultivate Capital campaign in a meaningful way because we feel blessed to have the opportunity to make an additional investment in the future of the church at a time when we're looking to reemerge from COVID and re-engage in the faith community that has strengthened and supported our family over the years.